Hey there, folks. Let's do today's CSS Daily Target. A charming letter S. So how do we make this guy? My plugins did not load. That's interesting. There's my plugins. All right, blank template. And background of this, I think it's a gray, but it's might have a little bit more tone in it. I'm not detecting what that is exactly, but it's kind of a gray, a little gray. Okay, so I don't think we need a background. We need a border of a solid, maybe 20 pixels, like that. Great. Let's put margins on the element. We need two elements, and then we're going to clip path the parts that we don't need, I think is what I want to do. So let's do that. 50, 60, 70, 75, 78, 79. Is it even 80? Even 80. Okay. Height then 50, 40. Great. That is looking good. So the variable part is the margins are going to be slightly different for the second one. Okay, so but what do we need to do? We need different margin numbers. So the right and the bottom margin is 0. So the bottom at the end, and this one needs to be some number 80. Ideally, we can use the same. No, I don't think we can. 8, 100, 20, 21, 22. So if we could use 122 over here, that would be cool, but we don't want to. We don't want to, not really. Let's see. Let's do a border radius, and we'll try to use one number. Radius, border radius. 40 pixels. How about 1 inch? 0. 1 inch. 1 inch. 0. How about 1 inch, 0, 0, 1 inch? How about just 1 inch? Let's do that. Let's do that. And then let's not try to bother with this. So 3, 2. How about 0? Hey, why not? 80, 0, 0. Okay. That's what we got so far. So how much of this do we need? We need just part of it. So we need a clip path. And I'm going to make another one. And so I can see what I'm doing, I'm going to do a background, a temporary background of linear gradient to right, red. And mind you, we're not going to keep this. It's going to be a yellow to blue. Okay. And I don't care about it being, not having color stops. I just want to put it in the right place. So the second element is we attack with the adjacency selector. We scale -1, right? And then let's do margin. So our -m in this case probably is 0, 122, 0, 0. Like that. I love it. I love it. Oh yeah, we're getting there. All right. So this first margin -10, -20. That looks like we have the symmetry that we want, and I'm very happy about that. We don't need this background. Goodbye, background. But we need to clip out the parts that we aren't using. In theory, so I'm going to just show you this. We could use border color to selectively set parts of this, right? So we could clip out some parts of this. See, that kind of works, but really it doesn't work. So that's no good. Clip path. And that is a polygon. What's that clip path? It's 0, 0. So we want the left edge. We want to go 80% over 0, and then 80%, 50%, and then to the very middle, 50%, 50%, and then 50%, 100%, and then 0, 100%. And that kind of works. Our numbers are off. So this 80% needs to be what, 90? No, 70, 70, 25. And you'll note that it's symmetrically, that number's no good. How about 80Q, 120Q? How about 2 inches? No. Let's just do pixels. 100 pixels. 200 pixels. 200 pixels. Looks good. 200 pixels. Great. We don't want to go all the way. We want to go further back. So what? 40. Gorgeous. So that's how we do that shape. Let's see if it's 100%. Let's just see that part. Great. What else? Are there optimizations we can make? Not really. To this technique, no. Submit. All right. So if we were a glutton for punishment, if we wanted to do this in a more difficult way, you know, what would we do? Let's use the nested template and not let's okay. What are the parts? Conic gradient, or a radial gradient, which is circle, circle, and if that circle is at 100%, 50%, or it doesn't matter, 100%, and then transparent, and then red, and then transparent. Nope, not that color. Okay, 10, 20 pixels, 0, 30 pixels, maybe 40. So that's the curve, right? And we gotta move him. We gotta move him over. Minus 200 pixels, and then up. Well, up a little bit. Over a little more. 1, 2, 3. And then up minus 10 pixels. 20, 30. Great. Unfortunately, we can't. Well, we can reuse pieces of this, but not really. So let's make this one at 0. There it is. That's the other part. What's next? Well, so okay. So let's. What are the parts we can variabilize? We can do the color stops. These color stops we can put into a variable. We go plonk, semicolon, var dash 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 c. So that's kind of cute, right? we still have that. Now, I think we want a dash dash, we'll call it J, linear gradient, which is red, 20 pixels, and then transparent. So if I put that here, var dash dash J, there he is. Then what I need is to put him and place him in a particular spot with a no repeat. And he needs a width, doesn't he? So there's a little chunk. 200 over, 150 over, 160, 70, and then down 80 pixels. And then he's got to be longer, doesn't he? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're going to do the same thing again, only this time it's going to be lower, 200, and at 70 pixels, sure. And then we needed one more, but he's shorter, like 100 pixels. And he might be dead center. No, it needs to be a little wider. 50, 60, and then lower. Okay, so put him in the middle, and then lower. 2, 3, 4. There we go. And then we need to put the background color in the background, like that. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gradients and a background color. Multiple background positions, one background size, or 2 background sizes, no, 3 background sizes. We minify, unit replace, and submit him. And so that's 2 ways. That's fun. That's all the pieces and parts that I got for you today. Hope you enjoyed. You know, there's always more characters to trim. Hope you enjoyed. Go make a web page, okay? Go make a web page. The world needs web pages. Your friends have web browsers. Send them a web page. They can look at it. You can have some CSS on it. You can make something pretty. Make something nice. Embed a photo on your own web server even. It's pretty cool. All right. Get out of here. Bye-bye.